My guest today is a multiple Dove Award winning and a Grammy winning contemporary Christian recording artist, Rebecca St. James. In 2007, she won the Favorite Female Artist Award for the 6th consecutive year. Big time. And has enjoyed 17 singles, 9 of which reached #1 on top of the list. And today, she comes to us as a best-selling author. I have the copy of the book. Rebecca St. James.
Good to see you again.
Good to see you again. Some years ago, you wrote a song.
I did.
For your husband-to-be?
I did. I call myself a hopeful, hopeless romantic. And I wrote a song in anticipation of one day meeting my future husband. So I wrote it without knowing him, but just saying, wherever you are out there, I'm waiting for you and I'm praying for you. Wait for me too. And so it's a song called Wait for Me, and it's about saving sex for marriage and keeping that special gift of purity for the one that you're going to be committed to for life in marriage. So.
You wrote that how many years ago?
I wrote it in 2000, so about 8 years ago.
Ah, when you were just out of high school.
No, when I was 13.
13?
Yeah.
Are you married now?
I'm not married now. I'm still waiting for...
The right one?
For the right Prince Charming to come up on the white horse.
Please stand your seats. Please don't. Please don't. We can't handle you all now. You see, there are... Most of these people are still in their teenage years,
yes,
as you can see. The Miracle Church, they get gray hair when they're still...
Amazing, yeah.
Well, has he come forward yet?
I may have met him just recently, but
At the first service?
Yes, at the first service, here, yes. In fact, tall, dark, and handsome man, yes.
That's wonderful. We love you, Rebecca.
Oh, love you too.
Love the picture of you on the backside. This is a devotional book.
Yes.
So today we're not singing about all of the awards you won and the Grammys, and etc. We're talking about you as an author. What made you write a book?
Well, you can go much deeper than a 3-minute song, in a book. And so I wanted to dive in on the subject of purity. And probably 2 of the biggest things that have impacted my life are this commitment that I made to wait. When I was about 16, 17, I have a purity ring, a promise ring that I wear that reminds me of my commitment I made to wait. And so that commitment has profoundly impacted my life. And even more than that, my commitment that I made to God when I was 8 and living in Australia. I grew up in Sydney, Australia, and my grandparents watch you on Our Power. So, but yeah, I grew up as a Christian, and then when I was 14, 15, I read a devotional book that really helped my relationship with God really kick in. So 2 things that I'm really passionate about are devotional books and purity, and so they kind of came together. It's a 90-day devotional book all about purity of the mind and the body and the spirit. And I think one of the things that makes me passionate too about purity is I have so many parents coming up to me saying, with tears in their eyes, saying, thank you for talking about purity, because they feel so alone in talking to their kids about the importance of waiting. And so this is kind of backup for parents too, just saying, let's come together and encourage this generation in God's way, His beautiful way for romance.
Well, you've taken a great subject and done a great job with it.
Thank you.
Because you're such a pretty, beautiful young girl that has a witness. You don't preach. You don't lecture. You tell them what's in your heart. Yeah. And I'll tell you, even as you say it touched your heart, suddenly your eyes are wet. Mm-hmm. You mean it.
I do.
You feel it.
I do.
And thank you for giving it to all of us.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you.
Yeah.